Great, can I pitch that chair and then?
Yeah.
So we usually start with a tune that we all know. We don't all play at the same time.
It's like Happy Birthday.
Can we do the catch yet?
We all know that one.
Not yet.
I don't know, we haven't decided yet.
Anything we got right, we're in the same pub.
I'll go to you.
I've got my tune as well.
I just can't make it one day without you, unless I pretend the opposite's true. Rivers flow backwards, valleys are high, swans hate the water, and eagles can't fly. And I'm happy now, and I'm glad we're through. The sky is green, grass is blue. How much can a heart and a troubled mind take? Where is the fine line before it all breaks? Camel and the sorrow just cross over it, and into that realm of incentive bliss. The snow in the tropics is the sun, the sun. It's hot in the Arctic, and crying is fun. And I'm happy now, and I'm glad we're through. The sky is green, and the grass is blue.
every single bloody chorus all the time.
Yesterday I read that results of a survey on racial prejudice in the UK ought to act as a wake-up call for society. Then I read that the number of arrests by the National Crime Agency for match fixing in cricket and football should serve as a wake-up call to sports authorities. Furthermore, the fate of Chiki Rafiki should be a wake-up call to the marine industry. The European election results are a wake-up call for all sorts of things, and failings in North Staff's hospitals should have been a wake-up call for the NHS. Perusing a database of national newspapers, I find reports of 55 wake-up calls over the past week, which is almost 8 a day. I find these wake-up calls alarming. Who is responsible for this sleep-disturbing outbreak, and how is this country expected to function if we're all woken up 8 times a day? I put these questions to Dawn Chorus. Dawn Chorus, Chief Executive of the Alarm Clock Manufacturers of Europe. Does not your own organisation bear considerable responsibility for this increase, which many have said is largely caused by the introduction of snooze buttons on alarm clocks and mobile phones? Just one press of a snooze button can double the number of wake-up calls a sleeper receives. To snooze, perchance to dream. Aye, there's the rub, she replied. As long as your wake-up call is on a rubbable touchscreen device, of course. And we left it at that. Will you still love me tomorrow? Will you still love me tomorrow?
That's coolies, isn't it? That's the coolies there. Yeah. Baby and love.
Don't wait for me, I fear I shall not return to thee. There's naught to do but endure my fate and watch the moon, the lonely moon, like the breakers on wild Bass Strait. Oh, Bass Strait roars like some great mill race. And where are you, my Annie? And the same moon shines on this lonely place that shone one day on my Annie's face. But Annie dear, don't wait for me, I fear I shall not return to thee. There's more to do but endure my fate, and watch the moon, the lonely moon, light the breakers on wild Bass Strait. We stole a vessel and all her gear, and where are you, my Annie? And from Van Diemen's we north did steer, till Basswaite's wild waves wrecked us here. But Annie dear, don't wait for me, I fear I shall not return to thee. There's naught to do but endure my fate, and watch the moon, the lonely moon, like the breakers on wild Bass Strait. Somewhere west or Melbourne lies, and where are you, my Annie? With strikes and swans, I know that verse. And somewhere west, Port Melbourne lies. And where are you, my Annie? Through swamps infested with snakes and flies, the fool who walks there surely dies. We hail no ships, though the time it drags. And where are you, my Annie? Our chain gang walk and our government rags all mark us out as Van Diemen's lags. But Annie dear, don't wait for me, I fear I shall not return to thee. There's naught to do but endure my fate, and watch the moon, the lonely moon, light the breakers on wild Bass Strait. We fled the lash and the chafing chain, and where are you, my Annie? We fled hard labour and brutal pay, and here we are, and here remain. But Annie dear, don't wait for me, I fear I shall not return to thee. There's naught to do but endure my fate, and watch the moon, the lonely moon, light the breakers on wild Bass Strait.
This is the Welsh verse, based on the Green Island of the Younger God. Yes? Right. This is the Welsh version of the Green Island of the Younger God, hopefully. There's a scruffy little boozer to the north of Troy-Naru. There's a windswept cemetery below the town, where a broken-legged scrubber tends the grave of David Pugh, and the icy rain forever buckets down. He was known as David Pugh, number 22. He was well respected far and near. A draper was his trade, he was serious and staid, and never known to take a drop of beer. Now he had a secret admirer who worked in mortgages and loans. Though not fair of face and lacking grace, but full of passion was this Doris Jones. She had set her cap at him and wanted to make him her man. All the whiles that she knew refocused on Pugh, with that she consulted her gran. Now her gran kept the aforementioned boozer. It was called the Shovel and Pick. Of affairs of the heart, reputedly smart. If anyone, she'd know the trick. Now her gran liked a little libation to oil the wheels and help her to think. So as Doris kept the gin flowing, and last grand tip to the wind. In a plan most audacious and daring, they get the penny to drop. For Doris would strip herself naked right there in Pew's draper's shop. Now Doris had no inhibitions and thoroughly approved of the plot. So the very next day, no time for delay, decided to show what she'd got. She had carefully selected her outfit and chose high heels and a mac. So stepping inside with no place to hide, for now there was no turning back. As Pew looked up from his counter, she disrobed, all in a good cause, and there, to a terrified draper, quietly whispered, "I'm yours." But that's where the stratagem faltered, for Pew had not taken the bait, and he stuttered, "But I love another, and I mean to Ponty late." So wrapping her mac back around her, Doris wished that she was dead. But yet as she flew, the name Peggy Sue was raging around in her head. For that was a name that he'd mentioned when rejecting the wide open arms. And with that awful stutter, he really was a nutter, reject her too, apple charms. So back in the old pick and shovel, seeking solace from her fate, she told the old sage her tale with the comfort of ale, eyes burning with envy and hate. Now old Granny said not to worry, but to be perfectly blunt, at the end of the day, to get her own way, a rival she must confront. So Doris stopped all her snivelling and wiped the tears from her eyes. She'd find Peggy Sue, feeling she knew how to give her a little surprise. So she shadowed Pew down to the station and followed him onto the bus, stalking her prey in a curious way and caused no end of a fuss. She was fueled with passion, and whiskey, and cider, and vodka, and beer. So when Pew stepped inside the old busted bride, she followed without any fear. The inside was dark and dreary, the room was shadowy and vague. Precariously perched on a bar stool, in conversation she hoped to engage. At last Doris spoke to a lady who was somewhat strange and eerie, with a chin that was bulky and blue, but easily answered her query of which one was Peggy Sue. She very soon learned that her rival was not very distant at all. Though not one to mock, in that polka dot frock, she was hardly the belle of the ball. So unsteadily across the dance floor, our Doris staggered to her role, and tapping her on the shoulder, prepared to bare her soul. But as she turned to face her, our Doris turned quite grey, for she saw that Peggy Sue was really David Pugh, and the revelation took her breath away. Now Doris reeled around in panic, confusion, and in some haste, for his choice of stocking was something quite shocking. He really had the most appalling taste. Then Doris fled into the night, pursued by Peggy Sue, or if you prefer, David Pugh. Either way, you'd probably be right. He caught her down in Ponty Park, and the bridge at midnight confessed in the dark. He feared for his reputation that Doris might reveal, and as he reached towards her, she gave a mighty squeal, "Ah!" And then she pushed him backwards, and she gave a hollow laugh. On a chip bag he slipped, and fatally tripped, and fell with a splash in the tap. Our Doris fled that scene like a runner at Chepstow races, like a hot no through butter, that she tripped on the gutter and broke her leg in 2 places. So in a windswept graveyard to the east of Abergavenny, with a rant and a rave, our Doris tends the grave of the one who was never her man. But time heals a host of emotions and dries the tears of a clown. And she said with a cheer, "I'm off for a beer, and sod this rain that keeps on bucketing down." Thanks.
Can we have another cry, man? Is that cry again? I do it all the time.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Last Monday's morning, last Monday's morning, day of pumpkin came. Walk out into a meadow green field, it's a bonny day. Meets a bonny lassie to bear her company. For she's low down, she's in the room, waiting to bear my company. For she's low down, she's in the room, waiting there for me. I took hold of her lily white hand, happy as in my home. Now we are together, hoping we shall. But my dear, oh, never until the day I die. For she's low down, she's in the room, waiting there for me. She's low down, she's in the room, waiting there for me.
In the village of Kilcorey there's a maiden young fair. Her eyes they shone like diamonds, she had long and golden hair. There's a countryman came riding up to the father's gate, mounted on a milk white stallion, he came at the stroke of 8. Stepping out Mary, my fine daughter, stepping out Mary if you can. Stepping out Mary, my fine daughter, show your legs to the countryman, show your legs to the countryman. I have come to wed your daughter, Mary of the golden hair. I have gold and I have silver, I am land beyond compare. I will buy silks and satins and a gold ring for her hand. I will buy her a mansion, she'll have servants to command. Step it out Mary, my fine daughter, step it out Mary if you can. Step it out Mary, my fine daughter, show your legs to the countryman, show your legs to the countryman. Now kind sir, I love a soldier, I am pledged to him my hand. I don't want your gold or silver, I don't want your house or land. Mary's father spoke up sharply, you will do as you are told. You will marry him on Sunday, you'll wear his ring of gold. Step it out Mary, my fine daughter, step it out Mary if you can. Step it out Mary, my fine daughter, show your legs to the countryman, show your legs to the countryman. Near the village of Kilcorey there's a deep stream running by. They found Mary there at midnight and he drowned with a soldier boy. In the village there is music, you can hear father say, stepping out Mary, my fine daughter, Sunday is your wedding day. Step it out Mary, my fine daughter, step it out Mary if you can. Step it up, Mary, my fine daughter, show your legs to the countryman. Show your legs to the countryman. Step it up, Mary, my fine daughter, step it up, Mary, if you can. Step it up, Mary, my fine daughter, show your legs to the countryman. Show your legs to the countryman. It's an old fairy tale.
Normally this goes just because the camera's in tonight.
You started filming yet, David? David, you started filming yet?
No, I was terrified.
You haven't got time to put it
I was
down.
terrified you were going to start. That's
Could be right.
Your lens,
are you doing that?
your lens uncracked. I'm not doing one. So put it down. I'm not doing one. This is doing one. You don't want
I only
I just found out that I actually
talking
did
about
write.
it.
Oh yeah.
Apparently,
So
surprised.
It's a
little solo one you always used to do, which is a nice little soft diggy?
what?
You used to do a solo, didn't you?
No, Fondo Paso.
Well, El Condor Paso McBurry.
We did
Sing solos for the rest of the
All right, Captain.
I like on the ocean wave.
on the ocean.
You can do King of the Furries.
Okay, King of the Furries.
It's your choice, mate.
King of the Furries.
Furries.
What was the word for?
That's it. Okay.
How fur do you want to play?
It's not King of the Furries, is it?
That's not King of the
What's
Furries.
it?
That's King of the Furries.
Oh yeah.
Just hope everybody washed their hands. That's why I'm not having it.
Spare one, is it?
Do you mind if I squeeze my
Everybody's kind of big terrified. There's still somebody who hasn't done anything with this.
run around the room once?
That's fine. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll just pick up reaction shots from other people.
You want to watch it?
That's fine.
They might get better the more beer.
classy up nice, you'd do the lot tonight.
Can we have another cry, man? Is that cry again?
I do it all the time.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Last Monday's morning, last Monday's morning, the came. Walk out into a meadow green field, meet a bonny dame. Meet a bonny lassie to bear her company. For she's low down, she's in the room, waiting there for me. I looked over my left shoulder to see who I could see. There I spied my own true love come tripping down to me. A heartbeat brisk and bonny to bear my company. For she's low down, she's in the room, waiting there for me. I took hold of her lily white hand.